Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing my official Diary of the Wimpy Kid tier list video. So this is going to be my first time doing it. When a new book comes out, I will be officially reviewing it. So first off, we got the first Diary of the Wimpy Kid, and why not put it at S? Because, you know, let's face it, this is the best book in the series. It is fun, funny, and everybody loves this book. It is a masterpiece. It is definitely better than the newer ones, I know. And that's why it's going to be S here. And next one we got off is Roderick Rules. I like this one a lot, too. It's almost as good as the first one. I like how it's more focused on Roderick than, like, sociopath Greg and weird dad and, like, take away the phone and educational mom. So that's what, and also it's almost as good as the first one, and so it deserves an S. Next one we got off is The Last Straw. Now, this one I thought was bad, just bad in general, in my opinion, but reading it again, it's not bad, but it was a little bit forgettable. So it's about kind of like Greg trying to make his relationship with his dad, and his dad trying to change him because of his boss, because he has like these like sports fanatics, and it's a really good book. It's entirely classic. S here. Next one we got off is Dog Days. This one's not as good as like the Wimpy Kid or Roderick Rules, but it is better than The Last Straw. I mean, it's one about like Greg's summer vacation. Like he wants to for the summer he wants to stay up. Like he wants to play video games, and his mom like makes like a summer town pool. And it's really good. S here. Next one I got off is The Ugly Truth. My opinion was this was really dumb. It was really dumb because this book just means nothing, because it's about like him getting older and like going into puberty. But if Gray actually was getting older and he aged in the book series, then I think that this book would be an okay book, but it's not. He's in middle school for the rest of the series. That means nothing. And that's just pretty stupid, and that's why it is an F here. Next one we got off is Cabin Fever. Now I really like this one. He like how like Greg and Raleigh, like they're trying to do like a holiday special thing. But then like they were advertising on the school, and then there's raining, and then they accidentally vandalize it, and then like there's like a snowstorm that comes, and yet they have to like stay inside. And then it's a really good book. It's decent because what happens is kind of unpredictable too, and is interesting, and that's why it earns an A here. Next one we got off is The Third Wheel. Now this one is boring in my opinion and should be on a bad list, but I think that the issue with this one is that I think it's so much out of character for Greg. It's like he wants to fall in love, and then that it's like I feel like that Greg wouldn't get a girlfriend as much. I mean, I know in the last show he like going after Holly Hills, but still, it's not really that crazy of a thing. I mean, really, it's not. It's not the worst book, and I really think it should be an E, but instead, I'm going to put it at a D here. Next one we got off is Hard Luck. Now, this one I read, the people have a really lot of mixed opinions on this book, whatever people like it or not. But really, it really should be on an F. It's like Greg, he wants to get lucky. He has like a magic 8-ball from Roderick's bedroom. Like, he wants to like get lucky, become a fort. He wants to get like lucky, and you see how like in The Third Wheel how Greg how Raleigh ditches him for a girlfriend. We need to see him how he wants to find new friends. We've seen it so much already. It's really old, and that's why it really should be an F. But this deserves an E. Next one got off is The Long Haul, and I'm talking about the book, not the movie. I'm talking about the book. Yeah, The Long Haul is decent. It's nice when the first time they did it, but after you do it 2 more times, it's totally forgettable and stupid. And that's why The Long Haul, and it's actually enjoyable to a lot of things. It's definitely not the best book in the series, but it does a lot of good things. B here. Next one I got off is Old School. I wish people more, for some reason, a lot of people don't like this book, but I really like this book. It definitely should be. It's not definitely not the best book in the series, but it does really do a lot of good things. And definitely Old School really works too, and that's why it deserves an A here. Next one I got off is Double Down. Yeah, Double Down sucks. Double Down sucks. Yeah, let's face it. This book has no theme whatsoever, and is the most random book in existence. I mean, the most random Wimpy Kid book. It's so dumb. It's so bad. Like the fact that if you look at it, there's no theme whatsoever. And if you think that it copies, like feels like a little bit more like old school. Like if I had like the mom wanting Greg to like stay on video games. It's like kind of repetitive too. It's the same thing. Things go wrong. Greg's end up getting in trouble, and of course, when the mom doesn't agree on it because when she makes up her mind, and that's it. Blah 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 blah. It's so stupid. That's why this deserves, and it's the worst book in the series, and it should be doubled down as the worst book in the series, and deserves an F. Next one we got off is The Getaway. What do you think I'm gonna say? It's a family trip. You think it's gonna be good, and things go wrong. Even though in this one, half family road trip, half epic camping fails. So old, yeah. This book is also bad too. Let's face it, it's the same thing as a long haul family trip. You think it's gonna be good, things go wrong. We've seen it so much already. It's so old. And that's why it's going to be an E here. Next one we got off is The Meltdown. Now, this one's fine. It's not that bad of a read. And it is good of a read, but still, it's fine. Overall, it's about like snow stuff. Like in Cabin Fever, he is in the snow. It's like a snowball fight. I was really entertained by it in this book. It's entertaining, and that's why it deserves a C here. Next we got off is Wrecking Ball. Now, this one is almost as bad as Double Down. Nothing makes sense in this book at all. Like they show Manny building a house. Like I know like in like other books. I know they show Wimpy Kid has shown some weird stuff before. But this. I mean, are you insane? This. Manny building a house? Are you insane? Nothing makes sense in this book. Like it is insane. This is totally unrelatable. You making your house bigger, like because their aunt died and they like consume all the money. So they like use it to like it's so boring. That's why it deserves an F here. Next one we got off is The Deep End. Oh, what do you think I'm gonna say? It's a family trip. You think it's gonna be good and things go wrong. Yeah, third time's a charm, baby. Yeah. Are you kidding me? This is stupid. Another time. I know when this one came out, people were like fed up with it. I know that Double Down became the fall of the franchise, not old school, but listen, The Deep End. This book is just Jeff Kennedy running out of ideas completely. And that was the name of the coffin for me, honestly. Hate this book. Deep End. It's so dumb. They did it, and a lot of people are saying it's the worst book in the series. Even though Wrecking Ball, but after that, they changed their mind to be The Deep End because it's the same thing. Like once The Deep End came out, people were like really fed up about it, and I can agree. I mean, I was really fed up with The Getaway too, and that's why. And the fact that how think about how there's one part that's so unrelatable. It's Greg. This is what it is. They like get onto a camper van, like they literally get their RV in the lake and ride it like a surfboard down the river, and it turns and snaps in the bridge with Manny steering the wheel. How is that relatable? That's why this book gets an E. So next one we got on is Big Shot. Now this is the second newest one in the series. What really stands out about this book is that, I mean, it's about Greg trying a new sport, but it's still bad in my opinion. It's just not as bad as I thought as like some of the other books we had over here. And I think maybe it should be with the third wheel on D, but it was a little bit bad and had issues with it. I don't need to explain all the issues, but since it was that, I'm going to be doing it on an E. Next we got off is The Surprise. This is the newest book in the series, Diaper Overload. Now, this definitely was entertaining for me. I thought it was okay. It feels like that, like you feel like that more like it was about loaded diaper and wanting to get famous. I like how a book that was more focused on Roderick more. Like, cause like I mean they did it again with Roderick Rules, and what was the last time they did it? Like the last time they did it was like 13 years ago. Yes, they did it like the last time they did it was like 14 years ago was the last time they did it. So seeing that again, 14 years later, we see that again. But this book, it's kind of on and on repetitive, trying to get ways to get famous, but of course, and every time things go wrong. It's not bad, definitely not as bad as some of the other newer ones we have. It's definitely not as bad, but still, it really just doesn't really stand out some other books, even though it was entertaining for me and fun and stuff like that. This deserves, maybe should deserve a C, but instead this deserves a B here. Now let's go to the Rowley spin-offs. Yeah, people that were incredibly fed up with that. Now so we got off first one. Let's start with the first one. Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid. You guessed it, the best one in the series, of the Raleigh series. The fact that it feels more like a Wimpy Kid story and something actually relatable than the other two, and this book is actually relatable. It's not, looking back, it's not that bad of a book, but it is really disappointing. It really maybe really should be on a D scale, but since it was like other than that, I mean, it really should. But so really, it's like a little bit like the drawings were kind of weird. I mean, you know, it's Raleigh's drawings, and it was not needed. I think that Jeff Kane was just really needed to spice things up, but that really didn't do much. We all know how that really resulted. So what did I give this? Well, this resulted in D here. D. Then we got Raleigh Jefferson's Awesome Friendly Adventure. Yep, again. Yep, again. 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 Yes, this is fittingly terrible. It is terrible. It is terrible. It is bad. This is like annoying. Like there's all like this one is like really bad in my opinion. Like it's so weird. It's like Riley wants to write his own story. It's like he has to like save his mom. It's like the same old adventure story. Just everybody knows. Everybody knows it's the same old adventure story. And like all these new characters that just add nothing to the stupid story. Every time through, just Greg says, we need this action, comic figures, video games, this, that, blah, 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 blah. It's so annoying. You cannot deny that this book is actually, you cannot accept that this book is actually any good. No, because it's terrible. It is a terrible book. The Awesome Friendly Kid, I mean, there didn't need to be a sequel at all. The Friendly Kid actually worked out because it felt like Wimpy Kid. This just does not feel like Wimpy Kid. This just feels like a adventure story, and it feels like every time, it feels like that like every time. It's so repetitive. It's story, money, rewrite. That's it. That's all what this book really has to offer. And note that the drawings are the same. And the story is lame too. All these new characters, like it's like half man, half cow's name is Steve. Like he has nothing, and that's why this book deserves an F. Next one, last one we got off here is Raleigh Jefferson's Awesome Friendly Spooky Stories. Yep, I think you know what it's here. So the stories in the spooky aren't really spooky, and I know it's a kid's book, so of course it's not actually going to be like spooky story, like actually going to be like scary horror movie, blood and gore and stuff like that, or Scream or Joker, or Die Hard. I know that, but really, looking back, I thought it was as bad as Awesome Friendly Adventure, but looking back, it's not that bad of a book. I mean, let's face it, some of the stories were kind of enjoyable and they're not that spooky. Some of the parts were still really enjoyable to me. And I'm not going to put it on an F or E or a D, F or E, because it definitely does not deserve it. And what this book, and there are some parts that are enjoyable. Like, my favorite one is actually the last one, because, like, with actually, like, Greg and Raleigh, like, the last story is personally my favorite. And this is why, and this is definitely did not live up to the first one, but it's almost as good, kind of almost as good, but not really. And that's why this book deserves a D. So yes, there you have it. This is the official Diary of the Wimpy Kid tier list ranking video. So I don't know. Maybe I got this idea. So I know. My Diary of the Wimpy Kid. Once I did that reaction video, that didn't get like too many views, but it did get a lot of views than my usual videos do. I got more views, so I'm thinking this one might get two. I mean, let's face it, this is my official opinion on all of these Wimpy Kid books. I don't know, comment down below what you thought of any of these books. You can choose like one or any of them, like have your own opinion on them, and just tell you that just don't freak out that you're gonna get mad that your favorite book was on the F or the E or the D or the C or the B tier. And you can have your own opinion. It's fine. If you like to do these books, the books that are on the F or E tier or D tier, that's good for you. Blah blah blah. And you know there are some people, especially the hard, like I noticed some people. So that is why this is my official ranking. So my tier list. So like, subscribe, and let's get into it. And no, not get into it. Sorry. And I'm not going to be reviewing these books. I haven't read them. And the do-it-yourself book is kind of hard to do. So So once I do the Wimpy Kid movie diary in the next chapter, I'll definitely look into that. I'll definitely do that again. But I'll definitely do another tier list. But as of now, we have it as of now that today we have our official tier list. Like and subscribe, comment down below. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Bye. Nice with this tier list.